Hey guys and gals, what is good? What is good? Turn it up, I appreciate you hitting that play button. Let's go! Let's go! Yeah, you know I love that. Johnny here with Whiskey Tango Coding, turning it up for you. Let's go. How do? How is your day going? Let's go. Another stream. Continue on. We're going to continue on, guys. Working with just a random world. Just randomness, guys. Just creating, Make it happen, right? Here to encourage you guys and gals if let's say you're interested in, maybe you have a game idea or whatever yourself, but you got those little trolls in the back of your mind trying to keep you down, the little troll always trying to tell you that you can't, we're our own worst enemies, guys, gals, truly are. Don't listen to the little trolls. You just gotta do it, man. Guy, girl, you just gotta do it. Right? That's the only way. Don't listen. Don't say you can't, okay? Can't just keeps you down, all right? That's all it does. You're not benefiting or winning. So you just got to try it, guys, right? That's the only way to know is to try, right? Even if you fail, you tried. But even if you fall on your face, who cares? Get that. Beep! Back up. And try again, okay? Keep grinding, keep reading, keep researching. That's what you do, man. That's what you do. All right, let's go. Let me check the stream quickly. Make sure, I wasn't talking for nothing. I'm always worried about my mic, Let's check it out. That's what you do. All right, let's go. All right, cool. Coolios. Sounds like you can hear me, so this is good. Coffee. I do that anytime you guys hear that. I'm drinking coffee. I call it having to make some noise. So I see that my stream elements is working today. This is great. Good. Let me finish pasting in chat here, and then we're gonna get going, guys. Okay, I don't really have a plan. I have some sort of a plan, but we're just throwing something together, right? That's what we're doing. And your very first project, let's say you're learning and whatever, guys, just like, who cares about hey, hello Tech Dave, who cares about your first project, right? Who cares if you break it? Who cares if it didn't work, right? Just start a project and slam stuff together. Try different things. Maybe you can make it work, right? But you don't have to worry about it because it's like a practice project. It's like, who cares? Just put something together. That's how you're going to gain experience, by just putting something together. I have no idea, Dave. We're winging it today. I think we're going to continue with some packages and such. And what else not. And just see where it takes us, right? It's called creating, right? How do you think artists draw and stuff? They just sit down and draw. They just create. Use your imagination. Put something together. Right? There's going to be a lot of researching and a lot of learning and a lot of reading. You know, that's all part of learning. Falling on your face is also part of learning, guys. Okay? It don't matter. What really matters is that you get that beep, back up, and try again. That's what matters. That's how you become a winner. Okay? Alright, that's enough with chat. Let's go. Bring the project up. I already got it loaded. Let's kind of recap. Where are we? So just checking out. We'll check out. We haven't done a lot. I know I did a lot of talking and such. We were talking about render pipelines. As a matter of fact, I might go over render pipelines again quickly. But I want to go into project setting. No. That's not where I want to go. I want to go into package manager. And let's just see where we're at in regards to what we've installed. Let me have a look here. I finally found my lists. I'm a little bit better organized, guys. Okay. I somewhat have an order of operations. Where is that? Okay. Oh. Goodness gracious, Sally on Sundays. There it is, finally. Okay. So, Universal, I decided to put in the Universal render pipeline because, I don't know, why not? We're upgrading the pipeline from built-in, which is built-in, I call it the original, which is still great. It's still fine. Nothing wrong with built-in. So yeah, this is just a practice, you know, upgrading or even just changing render pipelines. There is a third pipeline. It's called high definition render pipeline, HDRP, and that's more for high-end, well, I'm just going to say high-end systems. Okay? Universal, I just call it mid. You know, it's mid, and you're gonna cater to a larger audience. If you have a game idea and you're creating a game. Right from the get-go, guys, there are other decisions you have to make before you even just start making your game. And one of them is universal render pipeline. Not universal. What I mean is, one of them is you're going to ask yourself, which render pipeline am I going to use? Okay. I recommend just research a little more into built-in RPs and then universal RPs and HDRPs. Okay. And find out who your target audience and such. Because HDRP is like cinematic high-end graphic stuff. Like, it's pretty awesome, to be honest. But again, bits and bytes, guys. Bits and bytes. Alright, that's all I need to say. Okay, so we have that installed. Alright. We've also created, I'll just close this, open it again. We've created a render resources. We created a pipeline asset with an asset renderer. Okay, if I go here, it should be somewhere at the bottom here. We got Cinemachine now. Where am I looking again? I'm looking for rendering? Yeah, that's what we did. We created a URP asset with a universal renderer. Okay, and then we're kind of recapping here, guys, so I'm going to try to be quick. I don't know if that's possible. My main goal is to avoid having it say HDRP here. That's something I have to really be careful of. I just sometimes click and don't read, right? You get a dialog box that pops up and you just say, okay, yeah, click, okay, yeah, okay. I don't recommend that, guys. Just stop and read it briefly. See what it's saying. Don't just click, because sometimes if let's say I'm talking about, for example, if you're download. Sometimes if you're downloading from the asset store, okay, you'll get like built in, you'll get universal, and you'll get HDRP. You'll get these sort of things with it. It just depends on what, where you're downloading from that asset store. Different users, different profiles, different assets. So they might have things set up differently, and they might be downloading more information to you than you really need. So just read a little bit. Make sure if you just want URP stuff, make sure you're only checkboxing URP stuff, okay? I'll show you when we get to that point. We are going to do some asset store stuff as well. Okay, so we set up our graphics. Scriptable render pipeline. They're called SRPs. Okay, quickly, SRPs. SRP is a scriptable render pipeline, okay? And there's some other notes here. HDRP and URP are SRPs, but BIRP, burp, or built-in, is not, okay? A lot of people kind of categorize them as all the same, but you can only put in a URP or an HDRP here, okay? So take note of that. And then the other thing in quality, we did the same thing. We just clicked, I call these radio buttons. This is what we created right here, and we just added it in. Again, it's not necessary, but, well, actually it's optional, but there is a reason. Of course, I do have the notes. I took notes on that. Maybe the one I'm reading here, it actually has that information. So I went over some information on URP and HDRP and which one to use. Check out last video if you missed out. I kind of go on a little bit of a tangent a little bit, so I'll do my best not to do that this stream and try to be a little more serious. Keep my thoughts to myself, probably makes for a better content, I imagine. But that's okay. We got, converters we're going to be talking about when we're converting materials, so we'll get to that when we do. Now, how do you convert HDRP to URP in Unity? Now, somebody, this is a question I've seen on the internet. Now, if somebody's actually asking that question, that just screams to me you have no understanding about what you're doing in regards to render pipelines. Okay, you can go forwards, but it's much harder to go backwards. I'm just saying. Okay, that guy's just creating more work and more problems for himself because he hasn't done the research ahead of time. And he's probably, let's say you spent 2-3 years on your project and you're finally ready, and then all of a sudden you decide, oh, I want to go use URP. Yeah, no. Let's just say you have to start all over again. Okay, and that's what's going to happen. So yeah, have fun with that. Again, not taking the time to research ahead of time, you're just creating more problems for yourself in the future. That's the reality of it all. Okay, so I just want to go here a second here. Let's see. So what is Universal Render Pipeline in Unity? Universal Render Pipeline is in Unity is a pre-built customizable rendering system that allows developers to create optimized graphics across a wide range of platforms, from mobile devices to high-end PCs, all while a single project, making it a versatile choice for diverse gaming needs. It's considered the default rendering pipeline for most Unity projects due to its flexibility and performance balance across different hardware capabilities. Okay, that comment's true. Okay, but for the most part, like the asset store, for example, a lot of stuff you guys, if you're trying to download stuff from the asset store, be aware. Okay, no, you got to know in your brain which render pipeline are you using in your project. Okay, that's the first thing you need to know in your brain. Okay, and when you're downloading from the asset store, you also need to read a little bit, because not everything is going to be, oh, it's going to be good for my project, I'm just going to download it and install it. No, some stuff you have to read the compatibility part of the body of the information in the asset store. You have to read a little bit. You have to check for compatibility. Okay, that's kind of what I'm throwing out there. I have a bunch more information on yesterday's stream, the first video in this series, in comments if you want to read. I'm not going to read through it, but there's a bunch of good information there for you. I might even post and share the same information in this video. We'll see. Okay, coffee time. All right, let's continue. Okay, input system. I'm just double checking. We're kind of getting, I'm working on so many different projects and stuff, and it's like, did I install this? Like when you install stuff so many times, you don't remember which stuff you installed in which project, especially if you're working on more than one. If you're working on one project, of course you're going to know. Input system, I have not put in yet. We're going to utilize the new input system, guys. Okay, so if you want to, now you can script and you can code. I'm going to let you know right off the get-go. You can actually have both of them. You can still install it and still use the old input system. There is an area in project settings that you could go to and actually forcibly set it to use new only or use old only. Right now it's set to both. Okay, so I'm going to install it because I do know the script. I'm going to be typing some script. I don't know, guys, you need to let me know. Do I take too long typing script? Maybe I do. Again, yeah. I'm just gonna say that I'm really good at WASD, okay, and shift and control and spacebar and mouse, okay. The rest, I can type, I can spell, I know how to spell, I know how to put together grammatically correct sentences, but every time I type TEH or ADN. Every time. Drives me crazy. I don't know if my left brain is working faster than my right brain, or is my right brain working faster than my left brain? I don't know. Okay, we do have to restart. Anytime you install the input system, you do. This is probably the last thing I should have did, because you want to install everything and then do the restart, but that's okay. We don't have a lot going on in this project right now, so it should be pretty quick. This is all part of the setup, guys. Again, you don't twinkle your nose expecting the magic to happen, okay? All right? I'm just letting you know. Okay? You got to put in the time and you got to put in the effort. Setup is a big part of it. If you get all the setup right in the beginning, you're going to save so much work in the end. At least that's what I think. Where's my twinkle the nose thing? That's why I delete my history a lot. I don't delete all of it. I just delete whatever I don't want. There we go. Can't twinkle your nose and expect the magic to happen. All right, let's get back at her. Okay, so see how quick that was? So that's done. We're still on Unity registry, obviously. Terrain tools. Okay, so I want to go post. Post is done. And Cinemachine is done. Okay, I might probably do some camera stuff. Stay tuned, guys. That doesn't happen right now, but at least I got most of the folders. I think most of them that I need. But we'll see. Okay. I was probably gonna do a separate Cinemachine video. Stay tuned for that, guys. Okay, lots going on. Busy man. Time is money, and yeah. Let's keep grinding, keep pushing, because you don't want to live off of bologna and marmalade sandwiches your whole life, right? It's not fun. It's my running joke, okay? If you've been watching, you've heard me talk about bologna and marmalade sandwiches. I'm sure of it. Okay. So terrain tools, okay? I think I'm gonna use it. No, I haven't decided. Like, should I just keep the world flat? Should I, it's so time consuming, guys. Like, just creating the world and creating hills and valleys and stuff. Like, let me know. Do you want to see that? I'm willing to do it if you guys are interested. Terrain tools. We'll see. I'll install it. Now, I'm not going to have any issues installing terrain tools. I think they fixed that little bug that was actually... There was a... I knew I had a little quick way to fix it, but I think it's fixed now. I actually think they fixed it. I haven't checked the... So it's 5.05 for the update. If I come across the error in console, I know how to fix it. It's not too bad. Okay. Now there is one other thing we can do, and I tend to do this. Let me have some coffee so I can focus and not mess this up. Okay, it should already be here. But we can also get some samples with this terrain tools, guys. Okay, so what I've done so far with the terrain tools, we're getting more what would be called brushes. Okay, so originally, I'll show you when we get to that point. The brushes, we get a lot more brushes. You can create different shapes and textures, not textures, but different shapes and styles of your terrain, which is super awesome. So I do recommend the terrain tools, but you got to really be careful with the terrain tools. You can accidentally download HDRP stuff too, and that's with this sample from the asset store. So we're gonna go through this. I know I've derped it in the prior video because I'm just clicking through without reading. And yeah, so I'm gonna do this. It's opening up. I gotta sign in. I should be signed in. I'm not gonna show you guys my asset store because honestly, if you have your own asset store, you'll see that there's private information as well. But I'll make sure there's like something in comments for you guys. Okay, the sample asset pack. Okay, publisher support. We don't need that. It just brings up a link. Sometimes it's good to check this. Okay, I don't need to re-download it. I don't think there's an update. I think it's the most current. Yeah, down here. Okay, that's terrain tools. Whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna click import. We're gonna slow this down here, guys. Okay, we should get a little dialog box, I call it. We should get a pop-up of some sort here. This step's kind of key, right? Because I don't want it. For me, it kind of makes me cringe. I don't want any conflictions. Like, to me, it's either A or B. You're either using universal render pipeline or you're using HDRP. Right here. Okay, this is it. This is where I just went install. Stop. Full message. Okay. It has a bunch of dependencies, right? So look right here. Okay. Right there it says, it gives you like a render pipeline for the high definite. We don't want that. So I'm going to say skip. Okay, so this is the part where you skip. Okay, perfect. Now you'll get this. Now if you scroll through this, guys, okay, just have a look, right? So far so good. We want to just see URP stuff. That's all we want to see. Okay, prefabs, yes, we want prefabs. This is the good part of it, guys, because you get more terrain materials. Because really you don't start with anything. There are textures and such that we could download from the asset store. There's a lot of good free content out there, guys. Again, you just got to read a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to just, I don't know if I want all this. To me, this is all bits and bytes. Like, I'm not reading the README. If you guys want it, you can bring it in. It's up to you. Shader graphs, going to say yes. Terrain brushes. These are all the brushes, guys. Okay. This is a big yes. Okay. Everything that's related, as long as it doesn't say HDRP, you should be good. Okay. Get your materials, get your models, get your prefabs. You need all that stuff because one thing relies on another, right? It can't be like the image or the object is created based on 3 different items, right? It's not just a singular or a singleton, if you will. Okay? It takes a few different items to make up an object, is kind of what I'm trying to get at. Here we go. Okay, so URP, that's fine. Subgraphs, okay, pipelines, okay, that seems fine. Gotta read in more what this stuff is. Win.shader, I actually get as something with that. So there's another another asset I like to download. So I'll go over that with you guys. It's the forced one. I love it. Okay, so again, you want the brushes. I'm trying to speed this up, guys, but I want to be a little more thorough and go over this. Okay. If you're here expecting a 5-minute video, you've come to the wrong channel. I'm telling you. Okay, this is for the people that want to have a little more of an in-depth understanding. I've done a little bit of the research. I've done a little of the education part on it. I could explain a little bit on it to help you, right? So, textures, definitely you want the textures. Height maps, definitely want the height maps. Okay, bring all this in, all the terrain. Okay, these are all connected. Okay, grass A, right? Textures. That's all you need. The textures and the definitely the textures, definitely the height maps. So that has to do with the brushes. Yeah, it looks like the brushes. This has to do with the brushes. And these are your different terrains. Again, they're going to have textures. Each terrain requires a texture and a material. Okay, guys? So bring all that in. Third-party notices, don't care. That's just more bits and bytes. Okay? So you can uncheck if you don't want, let's say you don't want all this, all you have to do is click this one. But I'm going to say yes, so we're importing. Okay, so this might take a moment. I guess I could read in the meantime, just to keep the stream kind of content going. I don't know how quick this is going to be. Like, it's not going to be super long, guys, but we'll kill the few minutes that it takes. It might even be almost done here. Maybe. Let's see. Okay. Well, I guess I can read my notes here. Let's see. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to show you how to convert materials to URP. There are going to be a bunch more that I actually download. So here we go. Okay, you're going to kind of have this stuff. Shaded graphs is the first validation. Property is of unknown type. A package may be missing. Okay, it's a yellow warning. I wouldn't run around with your arms up in the air, flailing around, running around in circles, acting all dramatic and over dramatizing. It's not really that bad, guys. Okay, now the red ones, if you're seeing red triangles, yeah, okay, you can run around a little bit, but don't get too wild. Okay, just try to keep it calm a little bit. Okay, just try. It's not really that bad. Okay, I'll show you quickly. I know I'm planning on doing more downloads, so I might go through the process more. I have kind of a couple of ways of doing this, but we'll go through this. We'll do it this way. Okay? This is called the render pipeline converter. Okay? Now this is one way of doing it. I have another way of doing it, but I believe this is the same way. It's just a different way of doing things. That's all. The other way that I do it, okay, to explain the way I normally do it, I could either go through all my assets here and look for. We're gonna see all the materials. We'll just let it kind of build. Majority of these are already ready for URP by the looks of it. Am I seeing all of them? No, that can't be all of them yet. There's no way. Okay, I'm not seeing any purple magenta errors right now. Okay, now I don't know what's up. Something seems broken. Yeah, there's definitely something weird going on. I mean, it's not like I deselected. Unless they wanted me to bring in all that stuff, I don't know. That's all gone anyways. It's gone now. There we go. Okay, refresh. Maybe it wanted me to bring that stuff in. I don't know. I just didn't want I had no... See, I need a selection, a checkbox. Okay, let me just go back to... was it train? Right here again. We'll bring this back up. Okay. And import again. Just wait. This is the part I really don't want to, right? Some stuff we probably do need. I don't know. There's no option to just not check HDRP. I just don't want it. I'm planning on canceling this, but I just wanted to see. Okay, here we go. Okay, for the full message, see the editor log file. Okay, like I'm seeing Universal here. We need that. They're both the same version. A Visual Studio, timeline stuff, visual scripting. I don't know. This asset package manager has dependencies. Okay. Well, these are all the internal dependencies. I could actually check through all these, but we're gonna skip because you could actually install upgrade. I don't want the high def one. That's why I skipped. Okay. The only thing I didn't check was a README. See, we're seeing everything here right now. This is all good for burp. Okay, third party notices. I'm just gonna cancel. Okay, I don't know. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Okay, most of that stuff went away actually when I just ran it. So good. All right, golden like the Golden Girls. That's what I like to hear. Okay, so we didn't need to do that, but I am going to show you the render how to use that. Okay, so stay tuned, guys. Just gonna have to stay tuned, man. Okay, I'm not doing a 5-minute video on how to use a render pipeline. Just not. Okay. Let's see. Where's my little list here? Make sure we got everything. Order of operations. I think we're good for now. We created our folders. And, we've done that. Set their quality up. Things that need to be done, like for example, when you're upgrading from built-in render pipeline, you might need to convert your shaders, use the render pipeline converter, upgrade custom shaders for URP compatibility. That's kind of what we were talking about and was leading into. So, yeah. Okay. What's next then? Maybe I could look through my asset store and see what else we could bring in. Stuff that I commonly use. I'm not going to show you my assets, guys. There's private information, so you have to get Unity, get your own asset store, right? And just search. I'll give you the name of the stuff and I'll give you the information. It's just a quick search, guys. I believe in you. You'll find it. Okay, yeah, my favorites. That's what I want to see. Let's see. Normally, my trees. Where's my trees? My environment. Is it this? Could be. This is one that I don't mind. This one here I like. It's called Forced. It's actually made by Forced. You'll see it when I actually click open up in Unity. You'll see it here, guys. Okay. Made by Forced. Okay. It's called Conifers square bracket BODT. I like this one. This one has a wind a wind in here as well, which is great. So going through the list here, I'm just gonna leave it checked. I don't want. The only thing, again, I don't want to see any HDRP stuff. And there's not a lot here. And let me just, since we're here, compatibility. Okay, compatibility. The trees have been successfully tested with Unity 5.63. Unity 2018.2.15 and Vegetation Studio Pro using an instanced indirect rendering. A modified shader adapter is included. Okay, Unity's terrain engine is fully supported. So now I'm not seeing anything about render pipeline, but I believe we should be good. Deferred shading is compatible, and we should be able to upgrade anyways, even if it is BIRP. Like, you can upgrade for BIRP or burp materials to URP. Shouldn't have a problem. Again, you can go forwards, guys. It's much harder to go backwards. Okay? That's kind of the point. So I'm going to import this. I just wanted to read that before I kind of clicked it. This one's a good one. I like this one. The other one that I actually download too, it has a few rocks, a few rock features of the trees and that. The only reason I download it is because it has pretty decent rocks. Okay, this is okay to, so this is good. I like this. They got a nice little pop-up box here. So make sure you choose your render pipeline. Okay, choose your render pipeline. Okay. There's a few selections here, which is great. That's nice. Okay, so I'm using URP, install selected package. So they have a little demo. Probably a scene, I imagine. I don't know. Yeah, it looks like they have a scene. Comes with gray matte, and it comes with lighting. I can easily delete the scene. It's no big deal. Known issues.txt. So, I mean, that's a nice thing you can read. It's nice that you can size that as well. You get prefabs with it. Billboards are called. Billboard assets, materials. Okay, URP, right? We selected URP, so we're only going to get URP stuff. And that's what we want. Oh, the CTI wind zone. They do a good job with this wind zone. I highly recommend this guy here, Forest. Okay? There's a few decent trees and such in there, okay? Again, make sure you're only installing the ERP or whichever render package you're using, because you can come across issues. And they got a nice little document here as well, known issues. So they put in the time. They're not shady or anything, right? They're trying to be legitimate and give you a decent product. And it's free, guys. You can't complain about free. I don't even want to hear you complaining. Don't even want to hear a word. Okay? So they got some good trees and what else not, right? I still haven't found a good flowers. I mean, there are out there, guys. You have to spend some money. Okay? I'm just deleting I don't know why it would be a delete. I don't see why it wouldn't just be a close, but delete the launcher. Okay, we'll delete the launcher. If that's what you say, Bob. Now, I'm not seeing any magenta errors here. So far, so good. Now, I haven't really done anything. There's nothing going on in the world or environment. Again, guys, setting up. You might spend a good 4 hours or whatever just setting up. Especially if you're researching and looking for stuff on the asset store, you can easily spend a day looking for stuff. Again, if you want some better stuff, there's some really good 3D creators, I guess, if you will, out there. There's good material and content. If you don't have time to create this stuff yourself and you got the extra dinero, spend the money, right? And yeah. I mean, if I had the money, I would do videos on these guys and show you the different assets that you can get from the asset store. Unfortunately, I just don't. Again, still wieners and marmalade over here, guys, but still, regardless, putting out content for you. Beautiful and wonderful, intelligent people. Let's go! Trying to make the magic happen. Excuse me. What do we have for time? Okay, I have to speed this up a little bit. Alright. We are going to get into, creating here shortly, guys. Other things that you can look forward to in the future, working on lighting, changing the skybox. Let's see, I've got the terrain sample asset pack done. Okay. The terrain sample asset pack says it's compatible with built-in. That's what it says. Oh, and URP. It's compatible with all three. Okay, just to let you know. All three render pipelines. So the terrain sample asset pack, okay, which is great. Okay, post-processing. Post-processing cleans up and also removes above yellow errors, apparently. That's what I have for notes here. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but... okay. Just kind of scrolling through my notes here. I think this one's done. I think, we still have to convert some materials, but I haven't quite gotten there yet. Okay, let's close this, go to my favorites, and then I'll just have another quick look to see what else that I like to use. The one with the rock, I guess I'll show you right here. They also have a nice little video. I guess apparently they have a mountain. I don't know, I never noticed it. But they got some decent boulders. The tree, I'm not really seeing anything special about the trees. Again, this Conifers has a better tree pack, if you will. The mountain terrain rocks and tree. I like their boulder. They're not massive, but it has a decent boulder. Again, I could just not select the trees. It's that easy. Mountain terrain. I don't even know if I imported that. That might be part of their little scene. Yeah, it's probably just part of their scene. And then they also have a skybox as well. URP setup too. We're already set up for URP, so we don't need it. And they give you some couple of script too, which is nice. Okay, so they put a little bit of effort into it, right? Again, I like the boulders. I don't have too many boulder ones, but maybe I'll use it. But I'm just gonna click cancel for now. Okay, I just wanted to show you guys. Again, Jermisa Studio. Okay, on the asset store. Okay, and let's see what else. Again, most of the stuff I'm showing here is free. Alright. Yeah, here we go. Here's another one. This might be good too. I'll open this up so you can see it. We may or may not use it. I don't know. But it's really nice, to be honest. Let me just read here quickly. Full details. Let's have a look. Full details. I'm not seeing any information about render pipeline. But of course, anything that's on the Unity asset store, guys, you have to take note. Unity just doesn't let anybody just spam their stuff onto their site. They check it out, they make sure it's good, and they're kind of reputable. Again, Unity has an asset quality, kind of what would you call it? It's kind of like part of quality and control. We're just going to say that. So before submitting an asset to the asset store, publishers must ensure content submitted is professionally designed and constructed. All assets are suitable for use in a development pipeline. Okay, and there's a few other guidelines. Okay. Inside, you get, again, what you're seeing. Oh, there we go. Include shaders for built-in URP, HDRP. Again, this is where you want to make sure you're not bringing everything in. Okay. So if I actually click import, is there going to be like a selection for... okay, so what I'm seeing here, this is built-in. Okay, there we go. We don't need built-in. Uncheck that. They have a demo scene, don't need it. HDRP, don't need it. HDRP, don't need it. Okay, what else? Resource files. I would assume, yes, you're going to need this. Okay, those are key. Okay, these are all your different textures, I believe. PNGs make sense to me, right? PNG would be textures. Okay, those you're going to want. I could create my own materials and such, but they got a lot of good ones here. I don't see why we wouldn't use them. So, again, prior videos I've already installed this before. So if you've been following the series or any of my videos, you would have seen this installed. Okay, they got a volume global free asset. That's kind of nice. Okay, we don't need that. I'm going to assume that we don't need that. We are going to need anything related to URP though, for sure. Okay, now I'm not sure what kind of issues. Again, the shaders are kind of what makes the magic happen on your screen, right? It's like the converter, essentially, the way I look at it. The shaders make the magic happen. They make what you can see visually, right? You can see the colors and what else not. I would assume you would keep this. Matte free shader. I mean, they're just different shaders. Well, for the most part, we're going to be using the standard, but I just want the shader for URP. That's all I care about. I think this volume has to do with lighting, and you can actually do some wild stuff. I haven't spent enough time working on it. I kind of delved into it a little bit, but you can create some pretty cool lighting effects with volumes. I don't need the demo scene. They give you a free lighting scene. I mean, I could add it and check it out, I guess. We could keep that, right? Because there is a lighting tab up here, guys. Okay. So I think I'm going to roll with this. Again, just got to make sure I'm not bringing any HDRP stuff. Okay, keep the resource files, yes. Don't need that demo. Don't need that demo. I don't want 10,000 scenes anyways, and we don't need built-in either. So I think we're going to be okay. I'm going to hit. Okay. So yeah, guys, spend the time. Just look to see what you're getting. Don't just click, you know, all nonchalantly like I have. I've gone through those mistakes, so you're going to have to believe me. Right? Again, my final answer is yes, I got it, Alex. I've got it. My final answer is bits and bytes. Am I a winner chicken dinner? Let me know. Nice. I won $1,000. I get to go to Viva la Mexico! Oh la la! Yes, let's go! Can you tell I've never been anywhere? We're golden, guys. Golden like the Golden Girls. They even have a nice clear one here, too. Woohoo! I like it. Okay, so I'm going to do a little organizing. That's what we're going to do now. Okay, now that we downloaded a bunch of stuff, our assets folders kind of being spammed here. Again, get organized before you kind of, you know, start doing and adding stuff to your scene here. Okay, guys? That's my recommendation, because if you actually add stuff to your scene, you can't move this later. It kind of breaks. So the forced one, which we just had, that's the forced conifer one. That's why I created this asset resources folder. That's getting dragged and dropped right into there. Okay, it's an asset, right? Asset resources. Okay, so let it update. This is just compiling and updating. It needs to know where to look for stuff, so just let it do it. The terrain samples, now, is that part of environment and art? Technically speaking, kind of is, but it's still an asset. So I'm going to drag and drop it in the same folder. Okay, it didn't like that, blah, 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 blah. I don't know what folder, what's missing there, to be honest. I don't know how to fix that. Package may be missing. GUI GUI utility. Let's see. Hold up. GUI. This part of your GUI, right? GUI. Process input bool. Something to do with their script in the background. Now I don't have a link to the script itself, so can't really click anything to figure it out. So I guess here's something I could do. I could go. We're gonna do a little bit of research here, okay, guys? So I know I've already done this, but let's. We're gonna be looking for GUI utility. That's what we need. Is that part of here? I guess I could save some time by going like this and seeing if there's a GUI utility. I doubt it. GUI. Unity UI. Okay, is that what it's kind of needs? But it's a utility. Not really seeing that here. Unity UI is a set of tools for developing user interfaces for games and applications. It is a game object-based UI system. Now, I know I use like Canvas and stuff, but I've actually never installed this, so I don't know. I'm going to go back here. I'm going to go terrain. And I'm going to see what else. When I click this, I'm going to cancel it, but I want to see if there's anything that says GUI utility in that little pop-up list. Okay, come on. What's up? Are you gonna do it? Are you gonna do it? What's up? Okay, I'm not sure what happened there. No pop-up at all. Okay, just wanted to see if it was behind it. Try again. Oh, okay, right here. Let's just try it again. I think that's enough for downloading stuff for our asset store for this video, okay? We're gonna get some. So right here, this is where I wanted to see. Like there's actually goes ... so I can't really see anything more than that. The error said GUI UI, so IDE stuff. Okay, that's part of the IDE. Shader graph. I guess I could look in the shader graph. Text Mesh Pro. I'll be upgrading that anyways. Oh, there it is. Okay. GUI. There it is right there, guys. Okay, so, right, I'm avoiding down or installing this. That's what I'm avoiding. So, but it says it right there. Okay, this is called using your brain molecules. Okay, we're going to cancel that. And we're going to go back to here. Haha! Yeah, I don't need no stinking videos to figure stuff out. Big brain over here. GUI. There we go. Oh, it's added here anyways. So what's the issue? Dependencies. Okay, we've already got that. It's enabled. It says that. I don't know what's up, guys. Okay, I've done a little research. I've gotten this far, but short of doing an update or something, I honestly don't know. What did that say? Okay, well, yeah, I don't want to uninstall it, but yeah, it's already installed. We're golden, like the Golden Girls. So for now, I'm just gonna ignore. Yeah, right there. Okay. Well, I could. Ooh, if I don't clear this, I actually have the list right here. Modules, bunch of modules. GUI utility. That's where the error is. It's in the GUI utility. It's a int bool relationship. And there's a pointer in there as well, an int pointer. Ah, yeah, if you do C++, man, man, you really want to understand coding, work with pointers. Oh, yeah. I don't know, guys, okay? Text Mesh Pro, probably going to be using that, but we'll install that later. I'm not going to worry about that. Let's get some stuff here on the screen now, okay, guys? That's what we're going to do. Okay, so now, let's see. Do I create a separate folder, create an empty for my terrain? I don't know. I know I'm going to need one for my character. So I'm just going to go character. Okay, I know I'm going to need one there. Other things I like to do now too. I don't know if I have this open. Let's see, where can I look for that? Maybe in here? Yeah. Is this it? Yeah. There's something cool to do. I like this. Nice little separator. I'm going to reset it. Same thing with character. I'm going to reset that. Everything's at 0, 0, 0. Main camera and such is kind of at its normal location. Okay. All right. I'll just go like this. Good. Okay. Let's do this. Let's add a terrain. I'm just going to have it as a parent. I'm just trying to think of this. Do I have... because I actually done that before too. What size was that? What size did I make that? Did I write that number down? I hope I did. Yes, I did. Let's go. Okay, good. I know what size to make it. All right. So I am going to create an empty. Why not? This is going to be our... I don't know, we're gonna call it terrain parent. I'm just kind of winging it, guys. Okay, terrain parent, I'm going to 0 that. Okay, characters could be whatever, it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna go 2 and leave that. Okay, this can be, that can stay 3. Terrain parent, just I'm gonna leave that 0. That could go up. This can go up to 1. Good enough. Okay, and create. We want to go to 3D, guys. And we're going to be using that eventually. Post-process volume. There we go. Nice. Terrain right there. Okay. Boom. Okay. Whoa. Okay, so there it is. But that's not the size I want. Okay. All right. So let me show you a couple of things to do. Now, if you're working and you want to actually put valleys and stuff, like we're talking about rivers and gullies and valleys, you need to raise your terrain. Think of this area here as like a hard concrete floor. You can't make changes. You can't go into the negative of it. I don't know, you just can't. So here's part of our terrain tools, guys. Okay, this is awesome. You get this stuff normally, you do, but we get a lot more. So here's the brushes, guys. I don't know how many you normally get, but you get to about somewhere here. You only have like 1, 2, 9, 10, 11, 12. But with the terrain tools that I installed, okay, with the terrain tools I installed, you get that, you get all these brushes, right? Which is awesome sauceum. It truly is. Okay, so going to here, I want to click, I don't really need, so you can actually bring in terrain, the toolbox. You know, this is another way of creating the terrain. You could do it that way, this way. versus what I did going through here. It's just another way of doing it, guys. That's all it is. Okay, but I don't really need it. I don't know, I'm gonna actually, how am I gonna do this? I feel like renaming this one. I don't know, we're gonna just call it Center for now. I might change the name later, we'll see. Going to here, okay, clicking on the, I'm just trying to bring it up here, terrain settings. Okay, you can change it here. I'm gonna go with 488 by 488. Okay, that's the size. Okay, I'm leaving everything else. So I changed the width and the length. That's it. Okay? Nothing top secret or extravagant about that. Okay? Now, the size you can change to whatever you want, guys. Okay? I'm not really playing around with these settings where you have a terrain collider, what you need, right? And there's a bunch of other settings too, right? The height maps and stuff. Again, bits and bytes. So I wouldn't mess with that too much. I think the base values are good enough. That's my logic. Now here, terrain height. This height isn't the same as what I'm about to do. Okay, you can change the wind settings for grass and stuff on here, right here, guys. Okay. And then there's, again, grouping ID. The more terrains you add, it's going to get a different ID number. Okay, so going to paint terrain, this is where people can kind of get confused. The raise or lower terrain is kind of what you use to elevate or make indents. I think if you hit control, you can make, hitting control makes like a big divot, or like let's say I can't do it because I have to raise my terrain to do it, right? So click this here, or the down arrow, it doesn't matter, it's all the same. And we want to go to set height. Okay, we want to set the height, guys. I have like 124. I don't know, it's just a random number I went with. I mean, I liked it. So whatever you choose, it's got to be, you know, I don't know how deep of a valley you need, but just think of each for, so 1 is a meter. For my American friends, a meter is basically 3'3". Okay, I know you know what I mean, because you guys are all Imperial. Awesome, right? I grew up with Imperial before I even learned metric. So, 1 meter, yardstick, 3'3", all the same. So now you gotta click, we only have 1 here, so we're gonna click flatten tile. Okay, but I could actually add more. Okay, this is gonna kind of annoy me a little bit. Saving has singleton. And I've seen this before. Here we go. Same thing with the GUI. I don't know. There's nothing I could do about that, guys, other than just get rid of it. Eventually, I think it'll go away. Okay, so there we go. There's my terrain. Okay, so now I could actually go to, let's say, go to raise and lower. Okay, so now I could actually make an indent into my world. Okay, you can see that. Without raising it, you can't do it. I'm just telling you. If you don't like what you did there, just go Control Z. Okay, we're gonna play with it a little bit, but I want to show you guys something cool too. Okay, so let's see. We're gonna add. There's a lot more going on, guys. I have so much, so stay tuned, guys. I'm gonna share a lot of good stuff with you. Okay. What's the time here? I'm gonna finish up with terrain, but what I want to do is now I want to do what's I don't think it's there right here. I want to click this other one, create neighbor terrains. Okay, let me show you guys this. Okay, what is a neighbor terrain? Well, just what it says. Okay, again, but these are on the ground, right? So I'm gonna have to do some magic. Let me show you what to do. So let's say I want to more environment around. I wanted to expand on my world. Let's say I started with a terrain. I'm like, oh my goodness, it's not big enough. What do I do? Run around in my house with my arms in the air, flailing around, screaming like a, I don't know. I'm just gonna, yeah, leave it at that. And just running around in circles, sounding like a screaming cat. Yeah, that'll work. And yeah, it all acting all over dramatic and stuff for no reason. Let's make a couple of band-aids, guys. What do you think? So I just gotta go click. Oh, look at that! Isn't that nice? Click, 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 click. Boom. So I have 9 squares. So we're 9 squares by. It's getting pretty large now, guys. Okay, but you can do, it's cool because you can still actually raise and lower your terrain, even though you have different terrain elements. Okay, I guess you can look at these as different elements. Okay, and there's actually coordinates and everything with them, which is nice. My center terrain is going to be 0, 0, 0, so I'm just going to go like this. This is what I meant by renaming, so I'm going to go like this. And then I'm just going to rename this one. Actually, those are all children. No, they're not. We have to fix that. I'm going to go like this. And I'm going to say 0, 0, 0. So that's my center one, right? These are not inside. Okay? So now I have to actually drag and drop them inside. Okay? There we go. Okay, I want them all as children of this container. I like containers, they're nice. Keeps everything organized, plus your hierarchy doesn't get so long, right? I can actually hide everything now, which is super awesome. Okay, and then I got this thing now. It's something, you know, I kind of learned from the Unity devs, kind of like a separator. I'm gonna reset it. I don't know. Characters. Just raise that to 124. And then these can be whatever number. It doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna go 2. Okay. Characters should be. So now we still have to flatten our land, guys. Okay. So if I click here and I go to set height, I think I can flatten them all. I don't know if I have to select them all, but I'm going to click flatten all. Let's see. Yes, let's go. Big yays. There we go. Awesome sauce, guys. So what we've done, you know, not really a lot, but it's part of the setup, and it's all important. Now you can have one singular terrain. You can. It's up to you. Just depends on what you're creating. Okay? I'm going to do something that's kind of cool, I think, and I'll share it with you. But these are all individuals. Okay? As you can see. All right. What is next? What should we do? At this point, like, I mean, there's a couple of things we could do. We could actually separate these into different layers, I guess, if you will, different areas. Let's just do that just for funsies. We can change it anytime. I think it's part of, no, it's part of paint. Okay, paint. Okay. Not trees. Think paint details. There we go. So I'm going to start off with, the center one doesn't really matter, but let's just say right here. Okay. We need to, let's see, is it paint? Let me know. Hang on. Hold up. Paint terrain. That's what I was. Yeah, my bad, guys. Paint terrain. That's what we want. Refreshing my brain here on the fly. Yeah, paint texture, I believe. Yeah, here we go. Paint texture. That's what we needed. Paint texture. Add a layer. Here we go. This is what we want. So I'm going to just double click. This is part of the package manager terrain tools, the asset samples, guys. Okay, just letting you know that's where that came from. There we go. Painted it just like that. So you can have different sections. You know, like let's say, I don't know, this one here. Oop, remove layer, and we're gonna add a layer. Let's say it transitions to a different terrain color. You know, maybe it did. Maybe I don't like that. Okay, maybe I want A for that one and B for that one. Okay, this, whoops. Yeah, this is fine. So you can actually edit your layers right here too. Okay, so there's two ways of going. You can look through it here in the, it might actually, if I double click it, it might bring it to the location. No, it's not, doesn't seem to be. I'm just trying to find it here. I was hoping that I could just double click it here and it would bring it here, but it's somewhere in here. I think it's textures. I'm not sure which folder it is. We're getting close. Grass A terrain layer. Grass A terrain layer. Grass A terrain layout. Models, prefabs. Those we're going to be using settings, height maps, shader graphs. Okay, that's good. All right, yes. Okay, good. These are our brushes. Layers. Here we go. Okay. Now, normally we would see like an icon. So there we go. Okay, that's what we need. Okay, there it is right there, guys. I just had to kind of look, you know, kind of go into the layers of the folder system. Okay, so this is another way of selecting the layer. It's a link. You can either go in here and click it, or you can actually access it right here. Now, play with these numbers. Normal scale, I like. But you're going to want to, let me just zoom in here. Okay, we're going to be done shortly, and then we're going to continue this video. I need to get rid of that. That's the only thing that kind of, I need to just make this smaller. Okay, there we go, so that you can see. Okay, it's kind of just like a texture really for the layer. You can actually change the now, am I on the right one? This one's grass B, right? So I'm going to change it to 2, and we're going to scale it, I don't know, 10. I think I got the wrong one selected. Okay, I'm just going to click the other one and just go 10. There we go. You can see it changing. Now this is up to you. There you go. You can actually see it a little bit better now. Okay, that would give you a ground texture, and you can still paint and do whatever you want on this, guys. Okay, all right, I like a scale of 2. Now I don't know, I think 8 is the number I like. I'm gonna go with 8 and 8. Okay, doesn't seem too bad. Okay, all right, awesome sauce. Now, setting up the, we'll finish off with terrain, and then we'll just place, I think that's it. We're going to finish with terrain here, guys. So, I don't want it to be that, so I'm going to remove, now, this one here. Okay, hold up. I want to remove this one. Remove layer, yes. Did that work? No, it didn't. Okay, hold up. Somehow, whoa, I didn't want to do that. Definitely didn't want to do that. Okay, go in here, go here. This is grass A. Grass B. I think that's the way to do it. I don't know. Remove layer. Remove layer. There. Okay, I had 2 layers on there. I don't want 2 layers. Okay, I'm gonna go grass B. There we go. Okay. There. That's good. Okay, so now I'm gonna go here. But I don't want that layer. I want a different layer. And we're gonna try, I don't know, let's say we go to sand. Okay, there we go. Transition to sand. I'm just showing you guys this. Now, whether this is the right way or not to do things, I don't honestly know. Okay, remove. We're just kind of throwing stuff together here. Okay, so this one was a B. So I'm going to go B for that one as well. And then over here, I'm going to remove, and then we're going to add sand. Okay, and then this one here, these ones here, I'm going to remove, and we're just going to change it to something else. We're going to change it to, we'll try different stuff, guys, okay? 1.5 and 4, I don't know, seems like a nice number. We'll see. Maybe not. 2, way too, I don't know. We're going to change that to 8 as well. I'm not sure if I like that texture so much. Yeah, it kind of looks scaly, right? It has a lot of scale. So let's go 20 and 20. It's pretty huge, right? Once you start building and creating, whoops, you'll kind of figure out what you want, right? I'm going to leave it at that. Come on. Where are you? There you are. I'm just going to put this back down to 8 and 8 for now. Okay? And that's how you do that. Again, you could have like, and then you could actually paint and then create transitions between the layers, right? Between the terrains. All right, I think that's going to be it for today, guys. And then we'll just kind of continue from here. I gotta position the characters and such a little bit, and then maybe we'll play with, I don't know, adjusting and changing, you know, adjusting, raising and lowering, raise and lower terrain. Okay, we'll work with the brushes a little bit, and what else not. Again, we're just putting this together and seeing where it goes, guys, and creating a world kind of from scratch for funsies over here, and learning and growing together. Let's go, guys. I appreciate the support on the channel and the views. You guys are all awesome, every single one of you. Johnny with Whiskey Tango appreciates y'all. I will see you guys in the next video, and for now, that's it. Take care, peace out, and peace.
Maybe I don't understand this. You're changing, I can't stand it. My heart can't take this damage. And the way I feel, can't stand it. Maybe I don't understand this. You're changing, I can't stand it. My heart can't take this damage. And the way I feel, can't stand it. Maybe I don't understand this. You're changing. I don't